Yo, what's good, people? It's Mikkasa here. I'm here with my boys here, who are always here on our beat school day classes. Of course, there are more people, but here are just always here. So we are continuing with our classes about making loops. What I decided to today is making just loops, but we are trying to we'll try to make them with some automation clips, maybe trying with some halftime EQs and stuff like that. Now we are just practicing, adding some more sauce to these loops by adding some automation clips, so we can get started. As always, I'm using sampler to be always in scale. Let's use minor harmonic as usually, and let's play. Let's say F. Okay. Since we got our scale and key, so scale is minor harmonic, key is F. I'm just going, to use a VST or instrument, whatever. I'm going to use Nexus since I use these days a lot of Electra, and I have some presets here. Some of these doesn't work, yeah, but I'll try to find something good. Yeah. Okay, maybe we can use just for now a simple bells, more reverb. Okay, we have our bells. We can now start with making some melodies. As always, I just start with some random notes here. I can go, but I always go from lower notes to higher. Maybe I can now choose differently. Let me start with C. Okay, I think I made something have here, but let's go with 100. I think I'm just going to make it simple now by steps only. Okay, sorry. So this one maybe. As you can see, I'm just playing with around and following the notes, trying to make it loopable. So whenever you're hearing a loop, you can see you can hear that it's a loop. So it's only continued. So that we are what we are trying to do right now. Okay, I think we can use this one. I'll just copy everything here. I'm just going to add more reverb here. Okay. Now let's add some maybe counter melodies, nothing too much. Just mixing a few sounds. I'm just going to like pads, yeah, like this one. Turn the volume down and then just paste maybe here. Just repeating. Okay, as you can see, I added here these sounds here. like counter melodies, this chord progression, just giving it more vibe. Just gonna put some glider here. Sorry. So, what we can do now, for example, we can export this. We won't use now quick render because we are not pitching or everything like that. So, for example, we can use this melody here. Now, what we can do is to put our master. I mean, you can export everything or put it on sim channel rack, but since we are making loops now, so we won't have any problems. I can, for example, put let's say halftime or gross beat, whatever. Let's see. Okay, now, so you can from so let's say you can make from this melody another one by let's create automation here, and what we can do is just automate the first 4 bars of the loop, and this can be our first loop or intro, for example, and this could be our main loop. Let's hear it. And there it goes again. But we can add also maybe some EQ, parametric EQ. I'm just going to choose this this preset here and maybe cut the high frequencies. Let's see how it sounds. Let's see one more time. And personally, I don't like it, but you can, for example, say this can be a melody, like when you're going without structuring your beat, you can go with this, for example. Now I think we can add maybe gross beat here. Let's choose from our presets here. Maybe we can use this one. What we can also do is create automation here, and let's see how it sounds on, but we won't use it too much, maybe here. Let's hear it. So we can only copy this one to this part here. Let's see. So it's only repeating here since we automated this part here only. And for example, you can make this loop full and change like this. What I'm going to do now is make some drums here to see how this loop reacts on beat. I'm just going to choose some sounds here. I'm just going for a clap here. Okay, and let's see. Okay, oh yeah, since we have everything on master, need to move this everything for these loops here, but let's use it next time since we are just focusing on loops. And what you can do now is click on file, simple, export as WAV file, and that's it. You got your loop with some automations, and sounds really fire. So without these automations, loop will be maybe probably for someone boring. We can see now how this reacts on drums, since we disabled these options here. This is without any automation here. Sorry. Let's just make some pattern. Okay, we can see that this sounds really fire. So this will be only with some drums, never mind this. Let's see now how loop works with the effects we added here. So we can hear it, we can use this main melody like with automations for our main melody, whatever. Let's see it. Maybe you can copy this here, depends on you. And after some time you can go again this. And that's it. I'm just going to save this one. Just a bit fast. Okay, okay. Now we can start with another melody. Let's test with another different sounds. I'm going to delete the parts we did here. Okay. Let's add new pattern here. Melody 2. Okay, now we can start with making another melody. Maybe what you can do, what is sometimes maybe good, to for example use some effects before everything. You for example put halftime, whatever, and you're making melody without with all these effects you applied, and you can see how melody works. Maybe we'll do that maybe next time, but now we are just focusing and practicing to automate some loops to make them even more fire. This is like adding some more sauce to the loops. Maybe let's start with another loop here. Okay, I'm just going to sampler. Let's add scale. Okay, say it's B. And let's make it longer. Okay. You can follow me if you are using FL Studio so we can work together. Okay, now I'm going to use a different sound. Let's see what we got here. Okay, we can use maybe these blocks here. Okay. Let's find our BPM, let's say on 28. I'm just going to fix something. B. I had the last melody I made same different scale, so okay, we can start. As always, I'm just starting with some random notes here, as always. So we have our root note B here. We can press B, for example, just to see how it sounds. I can use like a more density vibe now. So, for example, if you're making some Afrobeats or whatever, you don't have to use just like these patterns as always. You can make. I'm just going to show you. So, if you are using you can click here, and as you can see, we have a 1/4 beat like these steps, bars. So for example, if when you're using 1/3 beat, I'm just going to slow down a little bit to show you an example and turn off this delay because it's too much. So you can see it's like 1/3 steps for a difference, 1/4. It's really different. We of course most of you use this for drums, but it's also fighter. I use this a lot of times when I was making my guitar melodies for this like bouncy vibe. You can really make more fire beats, fire loops. What we are doing now is use this, but we can just adjust this sampler here like this, so we can like skip using like this bounce. You don't have to, you can always change different rhythm. So this boo boo, so if you do this, it's giving totally different sound and different vibe. I'm just going to now play around, maybe make some dancey vibe beat. So as you can see, I don't use any chords now, just going playing with these steps. Okay, I think I can use this only with these 3 notes, which I'm going to see it later. I'm just going to use EQ too, just to cut some low frequencies here. And let's see how this sounds when I loop. So as you can see, when I put this note here, if I did this or hit mode here, it sounds different when I do this. Sounds more vibey, more dancing. So I'm just going to hold shift and drag here. Maybe I can see what I can add next. Maybe some counter melodies with the same sound. Let's say that this will be only our main leading melody. Okay, I just picked here B. Let's hear it again. Sounds good to me. That you can use for your melodies. For example, you can extend all these 4 bars and just take octave up. Let's see. Okay, I put here 4 bars. For instead, if you don't want to use automation, for example, but we will use it because we are just practicing with that, you can play with this octave up or maybe octave down, but I know it will sound too much with bass. Sounds good, but I'll prefer more this vibe. Okay, let's see what we can add as a next sound. Maybe we can add this. We just allow this sound. Let's see how it fits with this melody. Okay, basically you have an F sharp. Maybe I can use this. Let's see. Just to drag this all over here. Or maybe add here and just put this bass note down, and I want to turn volume down of this. This sounds good with this B. but I prefer this way. Let's just more volume, and we're doing the same thing as the first melody. Octave up. Let's hear it again. Sounds good. I'm going to add one more sound here to make this first melody more interesting. Maybe I'm just going to stack the layers, but we'll see. Let's just open our Nexus here, and I'm going to use some like a light sound. We can use bells, but only with this. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to turn off this delay here and add the channel rack 7 or whatever rack you are using. And let's see how it fits when we are stacking the layers here. Okay, I just missed like this. Maybe I can add some notes up here. Maybe we can add like this on this part, since we have this part almost the same. Only have this part here. And we're just going here, octave up, and I'm going to use a reverb here. Okay, I like this way. I'm just going to split by channel everything here. And now let's structure our melody with automations. Okay, we have a... Okay, this is the last melody we made. This is the new one. This also. Okay, let's use now only first and third melody, or second. That will be our... Okay, sorry. Yeah, this chords and the main melody here. What I think I can do here, maybe add a gross beat here, stock plugin, and maybe add sidechain, and maybe adjust it a little bit here. And let's see how it sounds now. Really sounds fire. Okay. I'll just add some equalizer here. Okay, now we can right click here. And right click here and automate with our gross beat. And for example, we can use this 8 bars like this intro melody or whatever. Let's see how it sounds. And there goes our melody. Since I put sound equalizer here, it's going too much because I needed it here. So what I'm going to do now is right click here, automate sound equalizer, but only here, since we are using with the gross beat here. And as you can see, this how these automations can help, or even these effects. But let's not focus on effects. How this like automations on only melody can improve the entire structure of your beat, make it even more interesting, more funnier, more bounce, you know what I'm saying? So let's hear it one more time. So for example, if you are going like, let's make it like here. So we are going with this melody only. Let's turn off the gross beat here, for example. So let's say you are going this for a verse, pre-hook, and for the hook you can use these automations and surprise people that are hearing your beat. So we'll forget, and when the beat goes, then we'll go. Oops. We use our automations. Maybe you can do this every 8 bars. For example, you are just playing 8 bars. If you are making for an artist, maybe an artist doesn't like it. Maybe the ones, maybe one will like. So when you are going like this can be one verse, one flow, and when you are going without the automations, it can go another different flow, and some can be more fire. That's how I like it. It always depends on the person. So what I'm going to do now is just maybe add some, as I always do, drums. Let's name it drums. As I usually do, I make like a Afrobeat, so it can go like this. Since we have everything on master here, it can be a problem. So we're just going to use gross beat now. I think I'm going to use like this pattern here, and turn down the volume here of these loops, and just copy everything here, not focusing on the drums, just making some really simple patterns here. Sounds more fire. Let's just forget about these drums here. Let's again play our melody with automations, what we did here. So this, for example, can be intro. And we go without. Now, it always depends on you. Maybe you can add some EQ, or I don't know, whatever effects you like to use, delay, fruity low, whatever, and you can just automate some things, each 4 bars or each maybe 8 bars, and you can make your more loops, your loop more interesting, you know. Okay, I'm just going to stop recording now. We will continue it. Okay, guys, thank you for watching. This will be this session. As you can see, so we played with some automations here. So we can we will do of course tomorrow with 2 sessions, of course, and as we always do. And this will be it for this session. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.